Alright, let's try this again. Hurry. Actually, I just hugged this corner. There we go. I shouldn't have just gone for the middle one. I shouldn't have gone for the middle one. That was kind of silly. Alright, so now as soon as we come through here, there is yet our next Goron Elder that we needed to meet. So let's go ahead and talk to the Goron Elder here. Ah! Oh, the young human. I am pleased to see you make it this far, brother. I am one of the 4 elders of the Goron tribe. I am called Abizo. You have heard of the plight of our patriarch. Otherwise, you would not have come to see me. Here, take this, brother. Brother. That's actually what he said. Brother. We got another key shard. We need one more in order to access the room the patriarch's in. Now, there is one more shard. But seeing as you have reminded me of the dangers that line a path to it, there's something that may help you. A weapon said to have been left in this mine by the hero of old. It is beyond price, and so we have protected it through generations. Now, when our tribe balances on the brink of ruin, it could aid you in our salvation. The hero's weapon is stored safely up ahead. Talk to the god and take it with you. With the blessings of the Goron. Okay, alright, so he's got a weapon for us that might help us in finding the patriarch. So we're gonna take him up on the offer. I was just trying to find if there was anything that's worthwhile to get. There's a treasure chest in here that has 10 rupees. I'm at 419 rupees right now, which that's kind of a lot. I mean, or we might max out on rupees again. So I always thought that this was weird. I don't know if you guys see that. In that little, the little green orb that's in that rock formation right there. When I first played that game, I thought that was a green rupee. No joke, I thought that was a green rupee sitting out there. I don't know why, I just thought it was weird. It's like, that's a weird colored green rupee, and I was like, oh, that's just an orb, never mind. Alright, so as soon as you come up here to the second floor, we're gonna have to go clangity clang clang again with the magnetic surface here. And we just gotta climb all the way over here. Clang, 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 clang. The march of Link in his iron boots. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let go and just drop down here. You can go all the way down there, but why would you? You're just slow. It's too slow. Alright, there's a treasure chest right here, and inside is yet another 10 rupees. So we're getting rupees left and right. We still don't have the compass yet, which is kind of odd when you really think about it. You get the compass so late in this dungeon, and you'll understand why, because we're about ready to get the dungeon item. As presented by that locked gate there. Alright, so we're in this room that we need to get this item that the Elder had told us to do that. As soon as we come up here, there's a giant Goron right there. He's in armor. Whoa, human? What business does a human have coming here? None. No business. This is a forbidden place. I will protect the treasure from you. So this Goron is kind of mistaken. He doesn't realize it. But he is made an arena in lava now. Now we must take on this Goron. Really strongly suggest get the iron boots out, because then you'll stick and you won't be flung. He's gonna try to knock you into the lava. You don't want to do that. You want to attack his belly whenever it's exposed. And then as soon as he does that, whenever it gets whenever you attack him a couple times, he will roll up in a ball, and you have to immediately grab it. And if you're close to the edge of the arena, you will throw him off the arena, and that'll give him damage. That will do damage to him. You can attack him as many times as you want with the sword. It will not matter. It only matters whenever you grab. Ah, gosh darn it! I couldn't grab it. It only matters if you grab his grab him whenever he's in his ball form, and then knock him off the arena. The main goal of this whole mini boss is to pretty much throw him off the arena. It's like a sumo match. So we're gonna grab him and toss him off. There we go. So that's the second hit. You want to do this 3 times. And he's gonna... Each time is kind of a little bit hard. He's gonna telegraph his attacks, and when his belly is exposed, that's when you're wanting to attack him. So like right now. So just go ahead and attack him. And then just grab it and throw him off. And with that, see, that was an easy mini-boss. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize how tough you were, dude. That hurt a lot. My pride is gone. Who knew that humans were capable of such feats of strength? Maybe you are going to see the patriarch of our tribe? So that is why you're here. In that case, take the weapon of the hero of the past. But in exchange, you must save the patriarch of our tribe, and never tell the other Gorons that this ever happened. I'll lose all pride. I don't want to be known about a loss to a human. Big mighty Goron lost to a tiny human. That's embarrassing. Alright, so now upon defeating him, he kind of understands why we're here now. He says, with skills like yours, even the patriarch can be brought back to his senses. Take the hero's weapon and save our patriarch. Okay, so that's pretty much what he says. We want to keep going south, down here, to this room. Inside this room is our reward, and there was a fire slug that just fell down. Okay, alright, so let's go ahead and get our reward. You got the hero's bow! The treasure of the Goron is said to once belong to the hero from the past. Alright, so set it to Y, and yeah, all that other stuff. Okay, so the bow is essentially a better slingshot. So we're not going to ever have to use the slingshot ever again. The bow is a very strong weapon, and it allows you to shoot arrows at enemies and whatnot, and kind of like take them out like that. You have 30 arrows when you first start off, and it's plentiful to find ammunition for it. It's better to find this ammunition than it is to find seeds, I find. But really what the bow is used for is to cut down ropes like this. Or to activate ice switches, or something like that. So, pretty much that's that. So we shoot down the rope and break it, and we open up this thing right here. The bow is also used to take out weak points of really durable enemies. So, that's one thing about the bow, and I really like it. In the Wii version, the bow is actually used in a different perspective. Like this perspective right here, this is This is in the GameCube and the Wii U version of the game. In the Wii version, it actually acts with the motion controls. It actually uses motion controls to aim your shots, kind of like the slingshot. I'll put up a picture of it right now. It kind of goes into a third-person aspect, and you can actually shoot it with Link in third person. So it's kind of really neat, and it's kind of a really neat item. And I like how different it is, and it incorporates the motion controls and whatnot. But as soon as you come down here, you'll notice that there's BMOs here. When the BMOs see you, it's going to shoot a beam at you, hence the name BMOs. Whenever it's doing that, you want to shoot an arrow in its eye socket. As soon as you do that, it destroys the BMOs. We want to come over here, and we want to grab this and pull it out. But as soon as you activate that BMOs, the other BMOs in the room kind of activate too. So we're gonna go ahead and take out all the BMOs. Take his eyes out, like so. Turn around and take out all the eyes of the BMOs. And come over here, shoot that. And then boom, bada bing, bada boom, he's dead. They're all dead. Alright, so now what we gotta do is we got to pull out all the BMOs over here. We gotta pull them all out. And we're gonna come over here and get this treasure chest. And in this treasure chest, we finally got the compass. The compass allows you to see all the treasure chests in the dungeon, as well as it shows you the boss room location. It's so late in the dungeon to get this. Holy crap. But yeah, it is so late in the dungeon to get this. We are practically almost done with this dungeon. And like you say, like, look, there's like 3 treasure chests yet I've still got to get. That's all. Because all on the first floor, I've gotten all the treasure chests here. And it does indicate the smaller treasure chests too. It does indicate those. The ones where Link kicks them open. Like, you know, the ones that were filled with rupees. It does show you those treasure chests, too. I forgot to mention. It's not just the big blue ones. Alright, so we're going to pull out all these BMOs. I think there's stuff behind here, but it might be just restockable stuff. But I can't remember. I think it's just restockable stuff. If you need more quiver items and stuff. Oh, there's a 10 rupees over here. That's pretty cool. But, yeah, it's just mostly restockable stuff. Your quiver, I think I mentioned this earlier, that your quiver has 30 arrows in it automatically when you first get the item. We're going to be getting upgrades later in the game that increase the amount of arrows we can hold at one time. Alright, before we go down to that BMOS that I pulled out earlier, we're going to go down to this room, because this room is kind of important. I say kind of, it's really important. This is where the 3rd Goron Elder is. So, see, like I told you, you got the compass so late. We're about ready to get the big key right now. Ah, you are here at last. I heard that you might pay a visit, young human. I am farsighted in all things. Here you go, the last key shard. Combine these 3 shards. And with that, we have gotten all the key shards and made the big key. Hurry to the boss. If you use that key, you can open up the room where Darbus, our tribal patriarch, is being held. Who knows how powerful Darbus is in his grotesque form? But I suppose I should trust your power, considering you came this far. Hurry now to the patriarch's room. Alright, so pretty much, we have the big key now. Let's go ahead and open up this treasure chest. This treasure chest is nothing but 50 rupees. It's a purple rupee. So, hey, look. Hey, looky here. I'm at 500. I'm at max money right now, so that's all good. Alright, so now that we have the big key, we have the quiver, we have the compass, we have the dungeon map, we have pretty much gotten every treasure chest in the game. We got, or every treasure chest in the dungeon. I'm sorry, not in the game. We got every treasure chest so far. Got both pieces of heart. We got both of the Miiverse stamps that I can right now. Like I said, we're missing one Miiverse stamp, but we can't get the other one. In this one room's kind of this took me forever. I don't know, when I first played this, I didn't know what in the heck I was supposed to do here. And I literally stood here for like 15 minutes. I didn't know what the heck to do. They want you to look at this gate here. It looks dilapidated, right? They want you to roll into it. I don't know why it took me forever to figure that out, but it did. And there's more fire slugs here to kind of fall down. Ha ha! Rain on your parade. That's essentially what they're doing. Alright, so Dodongos. Dodongos can die a different way. If you've got a bow and arrow, and you come over here and they're about ready to shoot fire at you, if you shoot an arrow while they're breathing fire, they will die automatically. It's like you shot their internal, like, gas organ and it exploded inside them. I don't know why an arrow, of all things, kills Dodongos in one hit. But it's kind of funny when it really does happen. You can kill Dodongos another way, but we don't have the item yet to kill them that way. Dodongos are kind of cool enemies to fight. Alright, so we're going to jump across here. I was taking care of all those darn slugs because, well, I didn't want them to fall on me. Alright, so we need to go and activate this switch here. So let's go ahead and jump in our iron boots, and away we go. So, we're over here, and yet there is another Dodongo. He's pulled into his inner Spider-Man, and he's crawling on the wall. I'm actually going to go ahead and just shoot him with an arrow too, and he's just going to die. Actually, he just falls down. He's like, I can't hold on no more. But if you guys see there's a switch right here, we're going to go ahead and shoot it with an arrow, and that opens that door up. Alright, so let's go ahead and let go and fall down right in front of the door. And away we go. Alright, if you take a quick left, there's a treasure chest right there. We want to go ahead and grab it. No, there's nothing in it. It's just 50 rupees. If you're max money, if you're playing the GameCube or the Wii version, if you were already max money when you got a big treasure chest like that had rupees, Link would have put it back. And I'm going to tell you, that drove me nuts with my OCD because I had to leave some treasure chests unopened because of that. It really did drive me nuts when I was playing the older versions. This is kind of a cool little feature, and Wind Waker did this too. If you see like a puzzle, we see that rope up there that's holding that drawbridge, we know we need to shoot it down with an arrow to make it fall down. Link stares at it. I don't know if you noticed that. No matter what angle you look at it, Link looks at that solution of that puzzle. When Link is looking at that, that kind of gives you an indication. If you don't know what to do in a room, that kind of gives you a hint of what to do, because Link will look at major important points in the puzzle in the room if you didn't notice that. It's a tiny little detail that I kind of like, and Wind Waker did that too. So if you are really stuck in a room and you don't know what to do, that's kind of a clue on you need to investigate that in a way. So there we go. We go ahead and shut that down, and we come on this switch. And away we go! Away we go with the magnet train. And we're just going to fall down here again. And this is going to lead us back to this room. Up to the water. Up the water here. And the Tektites aren't here anymore. Instead, it's those little slug enemies that were swimming in the lava in the very first room that I told you that shoot projectiles at you. If you use the shield attack at the right time, you can send their projectile back at them. Or you can shoot them with an arrow, and that kills them instantly. So, alright, so back in this room, if you guys remember, we had to swim all the way and hit that switch with that door with the sword. Well, now that we have the bow and arrow, we don't need to really do that anymore. Did I hit it? I missed it. There we go, hit it. Alright, so there we go. Now we can go through here, and we don't have to go down and around anymore. Alright, so there's some BMOs. Go ahead and take out these BMOs real quick. And boom! There we go. Alright. So now we're going back to the one room that I told you had that Miiverse stamp that we can't get yet. We're going back in this room. Now, things have changed since the last time we were in here. There's more enemies in here. There's more Bulblins here. There's going to be a lot of Bulblins that are going to be shooting these fire arrows at you. And there's a little cutscene that's kind of indicating that. They're like, oh, fire aim, men. This is going to be something a little bit irritating that I really, oh gosh. I really don't like about the archer Bulblins, especially if there's a lot of them. Sometimes whenever you're trying to shoot one in particular, they draw arrows really fast. And sometimes before you can cock an arrow in your quiver, it gets really hard to shoot them, and they'll shoot you repeatedly if you do that. I know you can move out of the way and they'll miss their shots, but it gets really annoying, and you'll see it later. I'm sure it's bound to happen to me a couple times in this Let's Play. But trying to shoot Bulblins sometimes is really annoying. I don't know why, especially when you're trying to do it with a quiver and whatnot. Alright, so we destroyed this BMOS that was here before. If we pull this BMOS out, it's going to reveal this rock wall here. And it's actually going to open. And whatnot. And now we can actually go to the second layer, or second floor of this room, in a way. Whoa, there's going to be, there's exploding barrels here. I don't know if I mentioned that. Yeah, there's exploding barrels, and you don't want to do that. But there's one right there, and if we shoot that, the Bulbins die, so... If you, they shoot an arrow right next to you, and you walk over the arrow that they just shot, you can actually get back an arrow. So that's kind of a neat little thing. But we need to activate this switch. And that'll activate the magnet on the crane. It'll take us over to that room. There, that rope bridge. We want to go to that rope bridge because that'll actually take us to the boss room. So, we're getting pretty close to the end of this dungeon. I'm just going to go ahead and jump down here. Oh, I missed my chance. Gosh darn it. But yeah, we cannot get that Meaver stamp until much later in the game. So don't worry about it right now. You should be missing one treasure chest in this dungeon at this point. And trust me, I told you guys that there's a good reason why. You can't get it yet. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and shoot this rope bridge down. And what do you know? The drawbridge is down. Alright, so I gotta wait until it goes back down and around again. Alright, and let go. And there we go. And now, actually, before we go down that room, if you go down to this area down here, in case you need it, I don't really suspect anybody needs it. I'm gonna go ahead and get it anyways, but I don't suspect anybody needs it because, I'm gonna be honest with you, the boss is pretty easy. There's a fairy here if you need to get a fairy. It's always important to have a fairy on you at all times, and especially in this, if you're playing on harder difficulties. Mainly because if you die, the fairy will automatically release from your bottle, and it will heal you up of 8 hearts. So it's very important to have a fairy on you at all times. Like I said, especially if you're playing on hero mode. So, it's very important. Alright, so let's go down here. Alrighty, now in this room, this is going to be, I'm sure as heck, this is where my problem with the Bulbin archers are going to happen. There's Bulbin archers in here, as well as regular Bulbins. You can knock these guys into the lava, and it's I feel bad for them that I'm knocking them into lava, because good lord, I wouldn't want to go that way. Alright, so the Bulbin archers are going to be shooting around here. And as soon as I try to get aimed up for a shot, I'm going to get shot like a couple times. See, this is what I'm talking about. You have to act and react quick enough to shoot the arrow at him. And each time you try to get aimed up, he kind of does that. And I know you can move out of the way to do that. Did I hit him? Yeah, I hit him. Wow. I know it's really easy. You can move out of the way in order to do that, but then I have to re-aim my shot and everything. It's kind of annoying. But there we go. Let's go ahead and shoot down this bridge. And there's a bunch of Bulbins come down here. Let's go ahead and introduce them to a spin attack. Let's go ahead and just spin attack all of them. Alright, let's go ahead and do spin attack here. Can I do it? Yeah, there we go. There's a bunch of Bulbins here right in front of the boss. I don't know why they pile drive like 8 of them here. But it's kind of like it's mass murder. That's essentially what it was. Alright. So here's the boss room. You need to have all 3 key... What are these called again? Key parts. What are these called again? Big key, yeah. It's the... Pretty much you need to have all 3 key shards to make the big key for this dungeon. So be sure you have talked to all 3 village elders before you even come to this part. But without further ado, let's go on and meet with the boss. Meet Twilight Igniter Fyrus. Now, this boss is kind of a joke. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. The first boss was pretty easy. This guy is a lot easier. You want to shoot his eye with the bow, and as soon as he does that, he's gonna go in a daze. You want to grab his chain on his feet and go and kind of pull him in the opposite direction that he's going. It's really suggested to use iron boots whenever he's doing that. As soon as you pull it, it's gonna activate, you know, a little cutscene that he falls over. That's your chance to come over and just slash him to Kingdom Come. That'll give you a chance to get in a couple slashes. And pretty much this is just a rinse-repeat process of this boss fight. Like I said, this boss fight's kind of easy. You just have to wait for him. You have to wait for him to get back on fire, and he's going to come over and try to charge at you again. You just shoot his eye. And it might be a little hard if you're still trying to get used to the quiver controls, so... Alright, let's go ahead and grab his thing and just pull on him until... If he goes around your side, it's kind of a little bit hard. But if you get the iron boots on, you're going to trip him again. Dude be tripping. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a couple slashes in here. Boom! Okay, so that's the second flurry of attacks here. And I think it should be one more, and then that's the end of this boss. Like I said, this boss is... I really do find that this boss is a lot easier than the first boss in the Forest Temple. So I'm going to go ahead and... He's going to try to attack you again. And then he's like, oh, my eye hurts! My eye hurts! And sure enough... Oh, no, I'm going to fall! Oh! Hey! Stop being mean! Oh, come on, Link, don't do that. I want to finish this off. Boom! And there we go. That was Twilight Igniter Fyrus. Well done! Now we have two Fuse Shadows. You know, you've been very helpful so far. So as a reward, I'll tell you an interesting story. Zant. That's the name of the King of Darkness, who cast his pall of shadows over your world. He's very strong. You would be nothing to him in your current state. But Zant will never be my king. I have nothing but scorn for his supposed strength. Not that your Zelda is much better. It still appalls me that the world of light is controlled by that princess. A carefree youth. A life of luxury. What does that teach duty? But I guess I shouldn't begrudge her the circumstances of her life. She didn't choose it, after all. And I would never wish harm on her. No, as long as I can get my hands on the Fuse Shadows, I'll be just fine. Well, just one more left, shall we? And then Midna creates an exit for the dungeon here. But look! The Patriarch has returned! He has returned back to his former self. We want to grab this heart container first, though. We got a heart container, and it's increased our life by 1 heart. So, there we go. Now we've got... What is that, 6? Yeah, 6 hearts. Actually, no, that would be 7, wouldn't it? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we have 6. Never mind. I can't count tonight. Anyways, let's talk to the Patriarch first. It looks like he's back to his normal self. I feel really bad for him. What am I doing here? Ugh. My head, it aches. Well, that's what happens when I cause a flurry of arrows to aim at your eye. Sorry about that. Ugh, so much pain, I can't remember anything. I feel bad for the patriarch. He's really been in kind of a bad situation right here. Let's leave Goron Mines. Want to go outside? Are you all done here? Yes. Before you leave, you should have gotten all but one treasure chest in this whole entire dungeon. Like I said before, you can't get the last Meaver stamp on your first visit to Goron Mines because, well, you don't have the item to get it. So just keep that in mind. If you're missing one treasure chest, that's kind of the reason why. Want to go outside? Are you all done here? Yes, let's go ahead and leave. And actually, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I think I'm going to end this episode here. We did a whole entire dungeon this episode. So, in the next episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, we are going to find out what helping the Gorons helped the situation in Kakariko Village. So, with that, I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care, everybody.